Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This is going to be a feud prep for the May Madness faction feud. What you're looking at is what I'm going to run. Really simple reason why. If you look, there's two different sets of CSS. Each class, 10 wins with each class. It's what is that? 3 million points each? I don't know. I can't tell. It's either 300,000, 3 million. I think it's 3 million. Gives you a bunch of points for 1 win with each class, 10 each, and then there's 6 each wins for 6 different eras, right? So those are the ones that are going to make your war score event easier, so you can get closer to maxing that out, score more points, etc. These are nice before you have a huge roster. Necessarily, they can be a pain to get the win before you have a huge roster, but at least you can go get these before you have promoters and stuff, and save you some time, effort, energy. When you get to like having the promoters and stuff, it's sort of a pain to do this, but you know, it is what it is. We get spoiled as we get nicer stuff, to be honest. So that's that. The overlay one here is the solo event CSS. These are only 2 wins each. They're much more rare. Debatable how impactful. I don't have Penta, I don't have Boss Man, I don't have Showboat Cena, right? So I have Trickster Cena, I have Bronson Reed, BPP, and Acro Cena, right? So I will show you how I'm going to run BPP, Bronson, both Cenas, and then my line. Just because that's what I've been doing for Feud. Now, I understand not everyone can have my line, so don't just turn it off and be like, oh, Mherex is running a bunch of people I don't have, yada, yada, yada. That's not the point. This is I have these tasks up on my screen, so when you go to set your roster, you can have this video pulled up, reference like, okay, I need this and this. It just keeps it easier on one screen. I actually keep it up when I'm setting my roster, and I find it helps. So what I like to do is I have a big enough roster that I can do this. I don't know that you can. I also suggest often running a smaller line. 276K is right where I feel comfortable, so I'm in the sweet spot. So first off, let's start at the bottom. Do I have an Acro? Yes, I have Cena. Do I have a Trickster? Yes, I have Bubba Ray Dudley. Do I have a Showboat? Yes, I have Sami Zayn. Do I have a Technician? Yes, I have Julius. Do I have a Striker? I have 2. Yes, I do. And do I have a Powerhouse? Yes, I do. Powerhouse Hogan. So that covers all of the classes. Next thing I want to check, do I have a Legend? Yes, Powerhouse Hogan. Do I have Attitude? Yes, Striker Austin. New Gen? Yes, Sammy. Reality Era? Yes, Bubba. Ruthless Aggression? Yes, Acro Cena. And Hall of Fame? Yes, Hall of Fame Ron. So I can run this lineup and just win with all of them. They're pretty efficient and get my wins. Now, what I will do when I get Cena's Ruthless Aggression, whatever you want to call it, done, he's 6 and Bubba's 6. They'll be done at the same time. I will drop those 2. And then Dick Kick Cena will go in here, which is Trickster Cena, and he's a CSS. And for Bubba, I'll bring in Jey Uso, Yeet, right? And then I'll run that way the rest of Feud. I could swap Powerhouse too, but I don't want to change medals around. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So that's the changes I'm going to make. Now, as far as the 2 Powerhouse CSS that aren't in my lineup, they're just going to go here in the middle lane and take advantage of the middle lane 1 MP, and I'll just get wins with them. It's only 2, so I'll start with like Bronson Reed in there, probably, or BPP, and then we'll go from there, right? So that's how I'm going to handle it. Now, what I mean by don't just go like, oh, Mherex, I don't have these guys. That's fine. So think about it in similar fashion. So I'm using Sammy for New Gen, right? You have Shredder. Use Shredder. Shredder's awesome New Gen. Highly recommend Shredder. You can go another route too. If you want to fill the Powerhouse slot and you have Turtle Ray, use Turtle Ray for your New Gen. If you don't have them, maybe for your Trickster New Gen, Trickster and New Gen, you can use Donatello Woods. He's very good, right? So that covers a New Gen and a class. So you can X out those if it's, let's just, hypothetically, let's just put one together. Let's just go Donatello. And let's see how many of it, because you can fill a lot of the requirements. Potentially, right? So maybe I'm going to have to type I can't type it in here. There he is. We'll go Donatello here, for example. Great. Okay. Striker Austin, everybody has, doesn't mean he's your best attitude. Attitude's wide open. But you could absolutely use him here, right? As far as Hall of Fame, I would look to, in this slot, just use Goldberg. That covers your Showboat and Hall of Fame. And most people should have Goldberg, or a lot, maybe not most, but a lot. So now you got Showboat, Hall of Fame, Trickster, New Gen covered, right? Striker, might be a little bit more difficult for eras, for example, but let's go here. And for a striker, a really good striker, a lot of people have, that would cover, say, if you don't have, let's go Terry Funk, potentially. Attitude Era, right? You could use Terry Funk. You could use Ali for Legend Era. You could use Bray for Legend Era. And you could use Batista for Ruthless Aggression. You could use Rocky for Legend Era. Rocky can stun lock. He's got a stun lock build, right? So a lot of options there. In this case, we do have to get rid of a legend ability. You can use Andre. Andre was just offered relatively cheap. He's got a, you can check out videos I've done on him. He can hit pretty hard if you have the moment. And he should be gold anyway for training ability. So Andre'd be a good one. That covers Legend Striker. Then we go over to Attitude, for example, and let's just say D'Lo Brown. A lot of people have D'Lo. That's an acro. Now you got Attitude acro. So these 4 slots covered, right? And we got a lot going on. Orton, we're not even going to try to get wins with. Absolutely not. Go up to the Cena slot. Are we going to, do you have Ruthless Aggression Cena? If not, you could use Veteran Salute if you don't have him, or Chain Gang. Chain Gang would fill the same requirements, gets Ruthless Aggression, acro. So we kind of doubled down on acro, so maybe we look to change that. And then Powerhouse, we're still missing Reality Era. Reality is going to be the one most people struggle with, for sure. But you go into Powerhouse, and I think like a good one, a lot of people have this one. Let's just shout out like JD McDonough. So what you're missing so far, like in this, is Reality Era. So now you just take your best reality star and pop them up here, whoever that might be, and probably Regal if you have Regal, etc. And boom, you got your lineup set. So you see how you go about it. You kind of go through each one, start with some of your really good ones, your harder to fill ones, and then just kind of build around it. You might not want to be this big with that roster. I wouldn't suggest it, but maybe all yours aren't gold, right? And you just pick your different alternative and fill it in, and before you know it, you're like, man, I got a really productive roster that can get a bunch of wins without taking forever, right? Without changing a bunch of stuff around. These are all good people I use. So with that being said, we got boosts, right? Purple gem boost, 100%, which would be great for Shredder. Yeah. And I'm just talking about some of the modern era. You may notice I'm not talking about. That's because it's not a requirement. Everyone has a bunch of modern era, lots of good ones. Blue gem damage. Okay. That Attitude Era, Funk, and D'Lo, both benefiting from blue in this one, right? Bleed not so much. Not a lot of really good bleed people, but just as a shout out to Dominic Mysterio, if you don't have a huge roster, JD Dom Mysterio, the triple yellow, that bleed will be huge for him. So he should be really good with the bleed. If you don't have a bigger roster, you can get a lot of wins with him. Triple yellow, bleed, stack it a couple times, hit the subs, hit it a couple more, bam, you're done. Traps, blasts, leeches. Leeches obviously will benefit Austin that I'm using. There's not a ton of good leech superstars in my opinion. You can run the Chain Gang Cena special edition leech build if you want to do that. Blast is obviously great for Powerhouse Austin. If you have Powerhouse Austin, honestly, that would be kind of your attitude or middle lane one. Red gem damage is 100% in the middle lane. It's definitely designed with Powerhouse Austin in mind, I feel like. The extra trap gem damage, I mean, you know, not huge, but like Taker, for example. Attitude Powerhouse, you could throw Taker down here if you've leveled him up. The new Taker, not the rework taker, I mean, just as an example. BPP is Attitude Era, so he counts for those Attitude Era wins, etc. So when you set your roster up, 1, don't go too big, and 2, just try to cross over with your classes and eras so you don't have to waste a lot of time constantly redoing your stuff. And then just play and get your eras done. And as your eras are done, swap them out for your good superstars, right? Your better superstars, your best superstars, in fact. And that'll make your feud life a lot easier. So like Hall of Fame gets done, you don't have a Hall of Famer you like, bam. You just flop out your Hall of Fame Goldberg if you're using him, put in your best guy that you have. It doesn't matter what era it is in the similar class, right? So you get your classes done, and then after those are done, then you can just go to town and use whatever, right? So, as promised, let's show you guys some builds because we're 10 minutes in, and that's kind of how I look at the roster building. I do want to mention, just so you guys know, when I tell you guys more and more people are starting to have Fury 3s, and you're going to see a ton of that, so your Fury 2s and stuff are a big deal. The entire roster I'm running, except for Orton, who's never going to see the light of day, he literally will never go in a match ever, has Fury 3s. Every character has a full set of Fury 3s, right? And the 2 I'm going to summon later also have a full set of Fury 3s. So I have 10 full sets that I can run of Fury 3s. I think I have like 4 or 5 takedown sets that I'm not running on any of these, and 2 or 3 armor. So you're going to run into a lot more big metals going, every feud we go, you're going to hit against these metals more and more often, and it's going to be a huge impact for you. So if you're running too big, expect to start to suffer very, very soon. If you're running against people like running this size lineup as me, if you're running a 280 lineup, just keep in mind you could run into me, and you're going to match up with everyone having new metals, for example. So keep that in mind. Now, let's start with the CSS, because I think a lot of people might be interested in those. I just try to get fast, efficient wins. I'm not interested in anything else. If I don't have an easy win, I just don't use them. I'm not running slower with them, etc., right? So, I know I am going to... We'll just start with Cena since he's up. This is how I run him. I might have nicer stuff than you, etc., It's fine. It doesn't really matter. I'm just showing you the builds I'm running because people have said they like that. Apologies if it's whaley. So just I run him 2-click greens and then have the reversal in just for fun. And I run him green, green, Austin, and then green again here, which is Chelsea, who is not on right now because it's on someone else. And it's really simple, really easy. And I'm not going to run him against Sammy, because we all know what happens when I do that with traps. So Dick Kick Cena, I like the 2-click version. You can use the multiply. I have a strap set up to run the multiply moveset if I want to, but it's also set up with the taker plate on. So I can just 2-click. Oh no, I use in that slot I use Steamboat, so I have more. I don't know why he's not on. I'll put him on, because he should be on ready to go. 52 million gem, like 45 million unblockable. It's like 90 million damage, 2 clicks really fast. That's why I like it. It's better with Steamboat on. So that's how I run that with him, right? You can run him however you want. I'm not saying that's the best way. Simply how I like running him. And now we can go. We're going to go. Let's do BPP. Mine's 6-star bronze. No desire to level him past there. For sure. I'm not a big fan. Where are you, Big Papa Pump? Apparently, there's too many people with big. Let's just go Scott. That Cena had Fury 3s, by the way. This is just a strap I bogarted with a Titan on it, right? So just Fury 2s, not gonna bother with a 2-in CSS, changing metals around. And then triple purple. Woods, Gunther, Orton, and because he's 6-star bronze with 2 hollows, I'm running Turtle Ray for flat purple gem damage instead of a percentage. Oh, goodness. It's just really easy to run him. He doesn't hit super hard, or as hard as I would like, especially with hollow stars and stuff. You can put a purple Royal Rumble and all that jazz, and he still is kind of medium damage in my opinion. But I don't think this is not going to hit super hard, by the way. It's like 11 million. So against 6-star bronzes, it's fine. I'm not looking to go any higher. I'll just get 2 cheap wins on somebody's Orton, probably. Because Orton is not, there's not really that many good Ortons. There isn't really a good Orton. You can run some of them, but they're not good. So I'll just get some cheap wins there until they show up. I just won't even bother using him. I'm not going to punch up. I'm not going to fight a silver. I'm just going to wait for a 6-star lower. It'll happen organically because you can see that's just not going to get it done, right? But it's still 11 million at 6-star bronze, which isn't terrible. Roughly translates into 40 million at gold. He does really bad with the hollow stars. So we'll just go ahead and force close out here because he has all kinds of time to heal and I won't be using him for anything else. That's for sure. All right. Bronson Reed. He's really good to 6-star silver. To 6-star bronze, and I'd say to 6-star silver. Gold, though, he definitely falls off because move damage doesn't go up. So, yeah, there's that. I don't have levels into mine. I have a 6-star bronze. He still needs 190 levels, which is great. That means he's low talent, but I did level his moves. It's the side rolling senton, power bomb, tsunami, and it's move damage based. And I have Roxanne, so it lets you not have to choose as much. 2-3 matches, so it's pretty easy. And then red finisher damage, and Gooker. If you don't have Gooker, it'd be red move damage, right? So Roxanne, Priest, Brett, Gooker. If you don't have Roxanne, would highly suggest Steel, but in place of one of these, NWO Hogan for your matchy match. And then what really helps him is Santa's Muscles skill plate. Whenever you break 3 or more red, get 3 or more green MP, then you can hit the buff twice because it's only 50%. It's a baby buff. I do have takedown 3s because I don't use them and I just had a set. So I went ahead and threw it on here and I had 130% modern move damage powerhouse strap. So he's pretty, for just doing CSS, he's got pretty good stuff on him, but move damage, I use 1 move damage person regularly now, I think. 1, and that's just Striker Bailey, and I don't know how regular she will be. Also, against Focused, you stun them with the finisher. So you could go against a Focused and take down a Focus Gold in like 2 cycles, probably. 3 cycles? If you really wanted to, but again, not ideal time-wise. That board wants to cascade right there. Let's not do that. And then 2-3 matches. Plate refills the buff. You can see with just 1 buff, it's 17 million. And again, keep in mind, huge strap. If you're takedown 3s, this only goes up to 24 million. 23.99. So he's really good up to silver, though, guys. He just doesn't. The buff isn't big enough to scale to gold, sadly. But the bones are there for a solid moveset up to silver. That's how I'm to run Bronson Reed. So that covers the CSS other than the ones I have anyway. Other than Acrocina. And I know a lot of people liked running him triple red. I don't because it can miss. It's also the way I like running him is a little bit slower. For sure. So there is that. Once he gets his wins done, he's out. He's not fast enough for me. But he is really nice to have in a weak era, and he can hit very hard and very well. So I run the leaping clothesline, leaping shoulder block, 5-knuckle shuffle, and this doesn't need a middle lane. There's 2 ways you can do this. You can use Sherry or you can use Rowan. The multiply gems are so big, it's basically negligible. So I'm just running Rowan for funsies because I really don't care because it's not going to matter. Multiply gems, Brawn, it gives me the yellow MP I need. I won't even need the middle lane MP, but it's there. And then red is the secondary color and 60% multiply gems. No Leo either, by the way. I could, but I'm not. And then blue gems, because this is primary color, multiply gems do 60%. Could use Leo. Multiply gems are big. I think it's really close. I think it's pretty close to a wash. Pretty sure Slim could tell you exactly which would be better or very close to it. But you can see full set of Fury 3s and the Pyro Princess Flaming Glove. And this is what this will look like. So like blues and reds are what I'm looking for. Blues are also boosted this feud, and so are purples. So blue, red, purple would be where you want to go with this setup, right? So you just get a lot of big boy multiply gems, and even with no Sherry, no Leo, this will hit really hard. 98 million, right? So whatever. It's very close to the same because the multiply gems are so big. So I just wanted to show the alternative to Sherry Leo. That's one of the great things about this Cena is you can hit quite good without super crazy trainers, right? So then middle lane powerhouse, I'm running Hogan. This is gonna I haven't been running Hogan. I have him set up for 2-click with no gem chuckers, and I don't know if I will be able to do that with Fury 3s in play. So this will be a test for that. If not, I would have to add like Sheriff's Badge or something on, which I will do if I have to. But I'm always trying to save time, right? So you can see he's got a rainbow, which is very important for him. Rainbow gem damage. Set of Fury 3s, 130% strap. Entourage, I have the gear, I have the moments, so I need the yellow MP, and Kofi's on 2 people. So we got Braun Breaker, who's only on 1 other person, so we're good. Goldberg's rainbow gem damage, because we only need, the gear adds 4 MP, and then Braun adds 4, that's 8, our turn is 9, so we're charged. Stunning Steve, rainbow gem damage, and Hall of Fame Hogan, he could be 30%, also rainbow gem damage. So we're going the full suite of rainbow. I don't need gem chucker because I have moments. And you can see what this will do. Just the super easy, super fast 2-click with a bunch of rainbow damage for all the connectors. That did 71 million. So I may end up having to switch to the gem chucker. I don't know. Ultimates, so I'm going to give it a whirl and see. The one thing I've noticed when playing Hogan, how hard he hits and how hard it says are 2 different things. He hits usually significantly harder than the screen shows. So that probably would have been like 80 million or 90 million. Don't ask me why it does that. And who did I have in the right slot? I had Bubba. So Bubba I have set up Yellow Royal Rumble. Bubba's really good this way. He hits hard even against non-techs. Against techs, you can double the damage you're going to see. So looking at Bubba, I have the yellow Fury 3 primary medal and full set yellow Royal Rumble and a superior tech plate to get more yellow gems as well. So we just need to break 30 with Bubba. And then Entourage, because he's got middle lane plus 1 MP, we got 2 yellow MP, 45 yellow gem. We got 2 yellow MP, 40 rainbow gems, so that's 4. Our turn is 5, and the lane is 6. So triple yellow, all 6. We're loaded. I got Mudon just for 30% yellow gems, and then Brett for 35. And this should definitely not be Steve at promoter. Let's set that up. I like having all my stuff set up ahead of time, so I'm just ready to go. Save your loadouts, etc. Once you got them set for feud, that'll save you a bunch of time once you get in the feud. And with Bubba, you're going to hit your buff. It's 430% to yellows, which is crazy. If it's techs, it's another 430%. So literally, it's basically double against techs. Middle row into snowfall yellows. To make sure you get the Royal Rumble, I usually set a row break in the middle and then a 3 match up top just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And then like that. And you see we did 100 million, and that's not against the tech. Against the tech it's like 200 million. So I mean, if you didn't think Bubba was good, Bubba's really good. Like, he can hit super hard, like 100 million against everybody. Granted it's skewed because I'm using Fury 3s. But 100 million against everybody, 200 million against techs, like, Bubba's really good. Just a little choose is also not quite perfect, but he can hit super hard. Let's see, bottom lane, I'm not using Orton. Then we had Austin. I spent the $20 for the nurse's gear. I run him 2-click. which she's super fast with the Leech anniversary plate, LA Bite for 50% more yellow. It's not a ton, but it's not nothing. Yellow Fury, and then Fury 3. So you can see his yellow gem here is 379%, which is a lot. Strap is a 150 as well, so he's got all kinds of stuff. I'm missing 2 moments still, but he hits ridiculously hard. We're just clicking these 2 moves, 7 and 8 MP. Kofi's 4. Cena's 2. 4, 6. Our turn is 7. Bottom lane has +1 yellow. So we are charged. If you're wondering why Chelsea and not yellow, it's because the 60% multiply gem damage, which is huge on the multiplies we're going to make. And then CM Punk for yellow and 60 zombies. So that's Austin this way, this feud with the boosts and stuff. He's probably going to go well over 100 million 2 clicks, and that's me missing like 3 moments for him. 2 or 3 moments for him. I'll show you the moments I have though. I got this one. I got the beer bath, and I got the $20 Bret Hart versus Austin. I didn't get the $100 one. And he is just redonkulous 2 click. You can add the 3rd click if you want to for 50% more yellow and some move damage, but I don't care. Because of, you can see just each leech is 4.7 million. Not leech, I'm sorry, each multiply, and there's 8 of those, so it's 32 million in the multiplies alone. 613k on the leech gems, 529k. There's 49 of those gems, so that's like another like 30 million. So we're up to like, I don't know, like almost 70 million-ish, and then there's like 20 million or close unblockable leech gem damage. So yeah, he's good. It works. And it's super fast. It's just boom, boom, click, click, done. No matching, no nothing. He's incredible striker. Let's see, and then who did I have in the next slot? My brain has been working so far. I had Hall of Fame Ron. I have Hall of Fame Ron set up to 1 click. I can 2 click or 3 click as needed, but I prefer 1 click because he gets such a huge speed spike over anyone else in the game when you can do that. It's just a massive advantage. You only need 1 gear to do that. 1 gear and the moment. Why am I blind? Oh, there he is right there. You can see I have other plates that work as you click more. Radical plate doesn't work on 1 click. And then neither does the Dom plate, but it does work when you use the power gems, right? And I do have the moment. You can also see Black Fury 3, Full Fury 3, 100% strap. All right. Entourage is Woods, Priest. Then here I use Leo and Zombie LA for Black 40 and 60. If you don't have if you don't have Leo, use Sherry and Santa. It ends up being pretty close. But in this equation, I get 5 multiply X5 out of these 2, where Sherry and Santa would give you X4, right? So I get X5 here. So one times bigger multiply. That's why I do that. And I'll show you the 1 click. 1 click, it doesn't hit as hard, so you're picking your spots where to use it to save a bunch of speed time. It still hits hard, right? $80 million. I'm just gonna get it done. You know what I mean? So it's fine. And you just can't top that speed. Nothing is that fast, so you can't make up for that anywhere else. It's just really nice quality of life. And then we have Sammy. Sammy I have set up to be very fast as well. He could hit way, way harder. Just so you know, anything you see with Sammy, if you had if you had a Blue Royal Rumble, it would go up so much. Like at least, you could not quite double, but probably at least 60 to 70% more damage on anything. I set him up for 2 clicks, so I don't have to worry about MP up, gem buff, reversal, none of that. I just go those 2. And it's the Haluva click in Blue Thunderbomb, Woods, Kofi, Santa, and Goldberg. Now, Sammy doesn't need Santa because there's a +1 yellow boost on the lane for the way I'm running him. I'll keep it on just in case there's anyone that thinks they're cute with 1 MP down, because the extra blue percentage trainer won't mean much, and I don't care. So I'd rather just have it there in case somebody thinks they're cute with a 1 MP down. You can also, if you get in there and you're like, oh, they have too much HP, you can double this down, right? Instead of just 2-click, you can 4-click and get 2 sets of juggernauts, and that damage output is redonkulous. But this is like 80 million quick on 2 moves that I don't have to touch the board. So that's how I run him. And like I said, then I'll swap in Yeet and Cena when all of that stuff is done and just roll that way. And there's one left. I decided to use Julius this time because I haven't used him for a while. And I'm just, instead of Ilya or Mercy, main reason is because I'm feeling lazy today. And Julius doesn't have to interact with the gem board. So I'm just 2-clicking him. Standard Julius set, Woods, Gunther, 40% purple from Zombie Brett, and then extra traps from Steamboat. And then Strap, I just use a Tama plate. Don't have It's a Trap on him. He hits ridiculously hard with It's a Trap. Like, insanely hard, but I haven't ran him for a while, so I just felt like running him, being lazy, and 2-clicking. And when I haven't ran somebody that's good for a while, and I've ran Shredder, Mercy, Ilya, all recently, then I'm like, man, I kind of want to play him again because it's been a while, just to keep myself updated and remind me. 75 million, maybe a little on the lower side. Did I switch Fury 3s to him? I may not have. May not have, because I was going to swap him out as soon as I was done. Let me see. I might not have put Fury 3s on him. I did. Okay. Yeah, I have purple Fury 3s, so we're good. Yep. All right. So 75-ish, it's okay. It's a little on the weak side. It's, I think, one of the softer hitting people that I showed you, actually, but it's still really good. And it'll get the job done. And like I said, I feel like being lazy, so we're good. And then the only one I didn't show you is my J, which I didn't actually set his MP trainers. And as you can see, I have no conflicting trainers with everybody I'm using. I didn't have to take anyone off of anyone. And that's another reason I like to do this ahead of time and take my time with it, is you can see if you're going to have any issues. The only thing I have to do is change 1 promoter in the powerhouses, because I can't promote 3, I can only promote 2. With Striker, I can promote them all, though, but I haven't checked to see his trainer setup. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I wasn't using Lawler on anyone. Oh, also, if you're wondering why the drip is on there, it's because I was being super silly and showing people how ridiculous he is with not 2-clicking. With, if you want to 3-click with the drip, the OG drip, it's absolutely stupid. Let me see, is he in use? He's not, so we can steal you, and then we will not steal you. We will put you on because you're not in use. Yeah, so literally I have to, the only trainer change I have to make from everything I'm going to run all Feud is I have to make 1 swap of a promoter. That's it. So, like, I've set up to be as efficient as I possibly can. Once I start, I just flip through it all. My initial lineup covers all of the classes and eras, and I just need to swap these 2 in for some wins, and the others are coming in. Dick Kick Cena is coming in as soon as I'm done with shiny Pokemon Cena, right? So, and Yeet is just standard 2-click for me. Because I do have his gear, it definitely makes a difference. His gear makes him stupid. Just 2 easy clicks like that and 134 million. What the heck, man? If I want to 3-click with the drip, it goes like 250, 260 million. It's just dumb. Yeet's stupid with the gear. Like, really stupid. Anyway, that's my Feud lineup. That's what I'm running. That's how I'm running them for this Feud. Per usual, I, in particular, tend to not really care about the boosts, but you may be at a spot where you have to. And like I said, just a few shout outs with that, like Blue, JD McDonough with the blue set, especially Blue Royal Rumble, is going to hit super duper hard. Purple gem damage. There's a bunch of people that chuck purple, so like your Steamboats, Julius is going to benefit from this, right? Anybody that uses Tama plate on your roster is also using purple, so keep that in mind. Bleed, I just kind of threw out there. New Dom has got a pretty big bleed. Blast Gems is like kind of mostly old Austin. Powerhouse Cody, new, either Cody. actually alive or dead Cody. Leech gems, mostly Austin, maybe a couple more, the Cena Platinum Edition, whatever you want to call it, the SEs. So yeah, I think should be pretty wide open, pretty good feud. Sammy benefits from the blues, right? A ton of multiply people do. You guys shouldn't have a problem with it. To be honest, purple Devon in reality will hit really hard with the purple boost if you have Devon for reality as well. Regal always hits hard with the Piper plate, so you guys should be able to get it done, you know? I think so. So let me know what you think in the comments. Hopefully you enjoyed this feud prep video. It takes a while to put together. It takes a while to record. My mouth is really, really dry. Kind of cotton mouth here. I need to drink something. So we're going to call that a video. And remember to like, subscribe, and share because that really helps me out. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching and good luck out there. Oh, it's nice to have that done. I always stress about these and hope I give good information, actually. Is it weird that these are kind of stressful for me to make? Anyway, hope it helps, guys.